to a linebacker with over $4 million worth
that
of
loud?
fines. Here are the dirtiest NFL players of all time.
Some of these WWE moves, man.
Because in 2002, with his teammate Anthony Bright, during training camp that season, the two receivers got into a fight, and it ended with Smith breaking Bright's orbital bone. Ouch. And if you don't know, the orbital bone is the bony cup that surrounds your eye. So that doesn't sound fun. We have safety Roy Williams, because back in the early 2000s, horse collar tackles were legal. In fact, Williams became notorious for using them, including when he broke Terrell Owens' leg one season. As it turns out,
that's
Williams utilized this tackling technique so much that he injured not one, but 3 players during the 2014 NFL season through horse collar tackles. Uncoincidentally, this was also the last year horse collar tackles were allowed. So
That's not legal. That's definitely not legal.
Right? And speaking of players who took cheap shots, Terrell Suggs at number 7 on this list also has his fair share.
You knew Ed Reed, Ray Lewis,
because
or
over the years,
this
Suggs
guy would be on
developed
it.
a strong
Any of the
dislike
Ravens.
for the Steelers. As a division rival, Suggs knew the best way to beat the Steelers was without Ben Roethlisberger quarterbacking them. With this
My
being
boy
said,
7.
T-Sizzle earned a bad reputation by attacking Roethlisberger's knees. Suggs wanted to win at all costs, and his main goal was to break Roethlisberger's knees. Just chill, man.
Bro.
And Suggs' teammates weren't much
These guys need
better
to relax.
because of Ray Lewis.
You knew he was
Unlike
gonna be
the rest
here.
of the players in this video, Lewis was involved in a murder case back in 2001, which automatically enters him among the NFL's dirtiest players to some. However, what puts him over the edge are his dirty hits throughout his career. Specifically, hits from the 2010 season, where Lewis had to pay over 2 separate fines of $25,000. And to make matters worse, Lewis was already 35 at this point. What more do you have to prove still? But the players get dirtier and dirtier, because Rodney Harrison always played as if he had a chip on his shoulder. And my man was voted as the league's dirtiest player in both 2004 and 2006. Hold up, why are we recognizing the league's dirtiest player again? Regardless of the reason, Harrison clearly proved his dirtiness time and time again. This includes in 2002, where Harrison was suspended for a head-to-head hit on Jerry Rice.
120.
Was absolutely worth it.
Oh, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice did that slant, and I got a chance to hit him. And I tell you, Dan, I would have spent $500,000 on that just to get a chance to knock his freaking head off.
Ironically, this also marked Harrison's last season with the Chargers. 6 years later, when Harrison retired, he had accumulated over $200,000 worth of fines throughout his career.
200.
I mean, that's no small chunk of change if you ask me.
Well, no, it's
Ultimately,
not.
the Buccaneers defensive lineman, Ndamukong Suh. If you ask me, Suh is on a different level than the rest of these players so far. Not many can compete with Suh when it comes to on-the-field fights or cheap shots after the play, because one of these incidents took place in a 2014 playoff game against the Packers when Suh was on the line. Suh attempted to injure Rodgers in the hopes of a playoff victory by stepping on his leg. My man took things way too far. That's crossing the line. Similarly, 313-pound Suh stepped on the Texans quarterback Matt Schaub's crotch in 2012. This man is trying to stop people from having
You knew he was gonna be here.
also needs to learn the golden rule because he is even dirtier than Suh. I'm talking about this person who is only known for one thing, being a jerk on the football field. Perfect's dirtiness isn't debatable either, as Perfect has been fined $4.2 million.
4 million.